Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Clicked on to long range weather forecast discussion for June 11 to the 23rd, June 11 to the 15th. During this period, you expect the westerlies to remain across the northern border, and you'll see that as I go through the days. And a trough will be over western Canada and northwest, and over eastern Canada. We have our ridge across south central states with above normal heights across central North America. So you're looking at the GFS going through the period, and then we come to the 15th. You see, jumped a little bit, and you can see the westerlies remain generally across here. Here's our ridge, and then we look at the rest of the models. They're in good agreement. A frontal boundary from the plains to the eastern U.S. will cause locally heavy rainfall across the east central states, and diurnal storms will be likely across the southeast, and a ridge across the southern Rockies and the plains will cause hot temperatures across the west central U.S. with anomalies of 10 to 15 degrees above normal. June 14th to the 18th. Here we are at the 16th. And the pattern doesn't change very much. So have trough here, trough here. Here's our westerlies here. Here's our trough. You look at the GFS. This is the beginning of the period. Look at the rest of the models. They're in good agreement. We come to the 18th. And you can see that there's generally the same with the main westerlies across here. Here's a ridge that starts building across southern U.S. So for this forecast period, I am forecasting below normal temperatures here and across the northeast, with anomalies of 2 to 4 degrees below normal, and we have above normal temperatures across much of this area here, with anomalies near 12 degrees or more above normal, and that would be generally across this region here. For precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation west of the divide, probability of occurrence is 45%, and we have above normal precipitation forecast for here, probability of occurrence is 45%. The look for June 19th to the 23rd. Here we are at the 19th. The westerlies are forecast to remain across the northern U.S. and a ridge will be extended across southern U.S. We see across this region. Here's our ridge here. And then we go through the end of the period. You can see that above normal heights cover much of the nation. This is GFS. Then we look at the GFS ensembles. And then the European has a little bit of a trough here, so our below normal heights, but still the westerlies remain to the north, and a weak flow remains across southern U.S. So for this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures across much of this region here, and I'm forecasting numbers of 6 to 12 degrees above normal, and we have below normal temperatures across the northern U.S. with anomalies of 4 to 6 degrees below normal. For precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation for Northern California and the Northwest. Probability of occurrence is 40%. And we have above normal precipitation forecast for much of this area here. From the Mississippi Valley to the Atlantic Coast, probability of occurrence is 45 to 55%. Okay, right now the tropics remain quiet, and we during the short term, this is the GFS, and then we take a look at the satellite picture here. There seems to be a fair amount of shear here working across this region, and as we extend out across the Caribbean, there seems to be shear, but later in the period, models are showing possibility of development. I'll show you here. So we're going to go out. Those will be later next week. And you can see something starting to flare up here. So we're expecting development maybe across here or over the eastern Gulf. So then we go forward in the period. And here we are next week at this time, Friday. That's the GFS, and then look at the European. doesn't really hard to show anything. Except for maybe right about here over the Western Gulf. So that remains to be seen. That'll be later next week. So that's all for now. That's the long range weather forecast discussion for June 11th to the 23rd. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.